Welcome. Many of us are likely familiar with emotional or psychological states. Many of us are probably familiar with uh, psychedelic states through drugs or maybe through spiritual practices like zikr, uh, or, maybe simply an incredible camping experience uh, that was that occurred during a camping trip that just brought you to a completely different uh, experience, sense of yourself, um, just, kind of otherworldly. Uh, these states that are experienced often, and they're fleeting, of course, they're often longed for once they pass by, because obviously nothing is permanent. Everything in experience is fleeting. So this longing can arise and just kind of start living, uh, feeling like, you had something once and now it's gone, or you lost it, or how can I get back to that? Um, Thing is, there is no before or after. There is no getting back to anything. And the thing about any and all experiencing is it doesn't belong to anybody. That was just a profound recognition that was experienced here at one point when someone else was describing their experience, and what they were in the visual field. Uh, Experience was undulating. When I heard that expressed on by this friend, um, thought immediately hopped to, oh, uh, have I ever had that experience? No. And then it was off to the races, I'm missing out, all this thought stuff. Thought this Any and all experience, however magical or otherworldly or amazing, it doesn't belong to anybody. All experiencing simply comes and goes. And, of course, thought is going to claim, well, it's created by a part of the brain, and, they can get into all these discussions about parts of the brain and whatnot. Um, Brain is a label, brain is a concept. I'm not saying that nothing exists, but what I'm saying is nothing is what we think it is. So these states just recognize how um, the yearning sets up a longing, and they're really, I mean, I've had quote unquote special states, so I'm not going to deny uh, the experience of that. I mean, they were remarkable. Uh, Oftentimes through the zikr, just the stillness, just the absolute, you know, absence of thought in those moments, and just, um, this is when I was very yet attached to this separate, limited self, and that just seemed to fade in these quote unquote spiritual experiences. So, we can do a lot of spiritual experiences, and just know that everything comes and goes. And really, on a certain level, nothing has changed, because, you know, often the seeking experience is for the seeming individual. And, you know, we're hopefully coming to recognize that individual is imagined by thought. So experience, reality, to me, those words are simultaneous. Experience isn't meant to be a noun, nor is reality. They, it simply is a flow, like a stream, ongoing. It's always different, even if it seems similar. Um, these special states, I'm not going to try to talk anybody out of anything, but there is special is created by the mind, by thought. And I remember, you know, yearning for special experiences and special states, and that that would mean something. See, there was an interpretation, and that would mean, that I've got it, or I'm close to getting it, or all. You can see how this relates to this separate character, this separate imagined and seemingly deficient character who, if certain conditions appear, certain states appear, would mean this, that, or the other thing, that something is better. So just notice the interpretations, notice the concepts and ideas about the way things are held to be a certain way. All these thoughts and imaginings are just that. They're thoughts and imaginings that are appearing, disappearing, flowing here, there. It's all this magical, mysterious, amazing flow that can't even be put into words. This remarkableness right here, no matter what's happening, I mean, just the fact of this seeming existence itself is pretty miraculous. Take a moment and sit with the dimensions of experience, sound, sensation, light, colors, shades. This is direct experience right here. No matter what's happening, no matter if, you know, you pulled an egg out of the refrigerator and it fell on the floor, or you just got a whiff of a beautiful flower fragrance. It's all simply this mystery. I'd love to hear your questions, your experiences, your ponderings. Thank you so much for being here.